is Edamame Art, and welcome back to another video. Today is a pretty simple video. I'm just doing some hand and later a figure study. So enjoy, I guess. I already did a hand, which I did record, but the recording doesn't want to be nice to me, so you don't get it. I'm sorry. That first hand was actually done completely from imagination, memory, whatever. And honestly, despite that, it's still my second favorite hand of the group. The second hand, the one I'm currently working on, I'm doing from photo reference, which you can see in the top right hand corner. Yeah. I took way too long to realize I was using the wrong brush for this one, but I figured out it eventually. In terms of drawing hands, I usually start with like the palm, which is like a kind of rectangular, but it angles out a little bit more. I know there's a name for that shape, but I don't remember it, so yeah, I start with that, and then I add the fingers and stuff and just kind of fiddle around with them until they look good. Now, this hand I am doing from reference, aka my left hand. I'm just drawing my hand next to me, which seems like a good idea, except it's not, because I'm really bad at like keeping my hand still and not moving it. But I tried. This one does not look quite as good as the last two, but I tried. That's the important part, I think. And then, of course, once I get in all the base colors, I'm adding a little bit of line art. I usually do most of my, like, studies and stuff in my sketchbook, but I recently saw a video in which, like, they did kind of like this, where they blocked in the color first and then added line art later, and I thought that'd be a cool thing to try, and I tried it, and I enjoy it. Yeah. I've been enjoying a lot of doing line art last lately. I'm not sure why. It's enjoyable. And for the final hand study, again, I'm doing this from my left hand. I tried to draw myself holding something, because I usually just draw hands like existing on their own, but drawing them interacting with objects is slightly harder and also, yeah, interesting. So I tried to do that. I was holding my camera, but I just made it a black kind of blob since I didn't want to actually do detail to that, because that's not the important part. The hand is. And that's basically it in terms of hands. I felt like that wasn't enough of a video there, so I decided to throw in a figure study there. Yeah. Figure studies, at least in this technique I'm doing here, it's kind of similar to the hand shape. I start with like the torso, I add the head, and then I start adding the limbs in and just tweaking them so until they end up in the right area. The reference I was using for this one was from Senshi Stock. They've got a lot of nice stock photos there. Yeah. I just had like a color palette I was kind of using, because I done some studies earlier in the day, and I wanted to keep the similar color palette. I kind of use darker and lighter colors, not for exactly shades when I'm first starting out, but just to like be able to separate the shapes with my eye. And then as we go later, I will start adding actual shading a little bit. Yeah. Overall, this is a very simple video, but maybe it's motivational or something. You feel like you should do studies too or something. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed it though. I have been enjoying doing studies a lot more recently for some reason. I used to hate them, but they're fun, I think. Sometimes. Most of the time. I don't know. It depends on you. But yeah. You got a little bit of this left as I finick with the shading. Is finick a word? I don't know. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I do hope you are doing well. Yeah. I have a test I should probably be studying for, but I'm not, because I'm narrating this video. As you can tell, I'm at the point in the video where I'm just saying random things in an attempt to make up for the fact I don't have anything actual to say. And then we end with the line art, just kind of simple. I enjoy it. Line art is calming when it's not the important part. I mean, it is kind of important, but like when you already have colors, you just need to add the lines. That's nice for me. And that's basically the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.